Hey guys, welcome back to Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. In the last episode, we made our way through to the Bantha frontier, and, was passing through all that stuff, got to have a taste of what the regional phenomena are going to be like with our first one in Rito Village. Unfortunately, the village is suffering through a very bad blizzard snowstorm. We passed through the Lucky Clover Gazette. Link got to be Penn's new journalist partner in writing news about Zelda and all the sorts of happenings around Hyrule. And of course, as we are here right now, we ended things off by finally arriving at Rito Village in order to get a proper start on taking on our first regional phenomena, which is what exactly I'm going to be doing here, right now, right here, right now. We're going to go ahead and get started on our first regional phenomena story quest up. Before I do, I saw that you need some help. So Link here is here to help Genly. What do you need? Fall tummies make for happy Rito. That's why I like learning new meals out of the recipe book. I saw one in there that I know everyone would love. A fish pie made with Staminoka bass. Doesn't that sound yummy? Problem is, I can't leave the village to catch a Staminoka bass, thanks to this dumb blizzard. I have everything else. The bantha wheat, goat butter, rock salt. But if I'm gonna make a fish pie, I need the fish. I need Staminoka bass. Ooh, I don't think that Link's got any Staminoka bass to help, but you can go ahead and double check. Let's see. No, definitely. No, it's all through the ores. No, yeah, definitely don't have Staminoka bass. And I know you probably wouldn't make do with ancient arowana, because I don't think that many people down here in Hyrule are familiar with the fish that's found in the sky. That's okay. Hang tight, Genly. After he talks to more people about what's going on, he'll set out further. So, of course, stop the phenomena, but also to help you out with your Staminoka bass. And yeah, here we go, of course. Just like how it was in Breath of the Wild. Of course, the Snow Quill armor set returns into the kingdom. I think same prices, I think. Although I don't remember that being 1,000 rupees in Breath of the Wild. I could have sworn the headdress was always the more expensive one back down. I could be remembering wrong. It's possible. But yeah, there we go. Very helpful stuff. Although, of course, if you have the archaic legwear from the opening of the game, the Great Sky Island, that is very, very helpful as well with cold resistance stuff. Because at the moment, I don't really have a lot of ores. I don't think. I'm literally just checking my inventory. How? Can't believe I've already forgotten. I mean, I guess I got a decent amount, but I'll save selling that for later. Enough dilly-dallying though, Link. We gotta make our way and finally go and get started with this quest. And I think, if I'm remembering right, we should, we want to head off towards the top of the village, just like I was back then for Va Meadow. And it's not the chief we're gonna want to be talking to this time. Now, the reason why I was kind of holding off on who we're gonna be talking about is it's gonna be a bit more interesting this time around. I mean, not that the chief isn't interesting, but it's gonna be a little more fun too. Is it's gonna be some people that Link is very, very familiar with. Now, if I think I was thinking I was already at the spot, but just a little further, we should be arriving. Oh shit! I just passed it. Okay, we're looking for Revali's Landing. There we go. Yeah, there you go. Off in the distance, we got Teba, Link's good friend Teba. It's been a long time. I'm glad to see that after many time has passed since the Va Meadow fight, your leg is doing pretty good after getting shot down, and he's got Revali's great eagle bow on his back. Super badass, looking super nice on you. And I think that's Teba's. It's either girlfriend or wife, and then that little guy off in the distance, you might recognize, although he has grown up a lot since Breath of the Wild. But I'll save the game to do the explaining, so let's go ahead and walk right on up.
That's not fair at all! You know I can handle it! Checking out that huge cloud wouldn't be hard. I could even do it alone. If we don't do anything, the village... Is that you?
It certainly is him in the flesh.
It is you! Link!
Tulin, young Rito warrior. You've grown up a lot since he's last seen you. Hello there too, Teba. He missed you as well. Link, they told me you were missing. It's good to see you doing well. Teba, new Rito Elder. Oh yeah, I forgot, it's another detail that's super badass. He's the new Elder. You deserve to be, Teba. You are a mighty fine warrior. Very fitting for the new Elder position. And yeah, Tulin, I've always loved how Tulin is more grown up in this game, and they gave him more of like a unique design, as well in this game, especially with equipped with his swallow bow off in the background. Super cool to see you again. It's very nice to see you again. Yep, exactly like Link just said. You read his mind. Do you remember my son Tulin? He's grown taller, though perhaps not yet grown up. Well, maybe I would if you didn't treat me like a hatchling all the time. As long as you still think you can take on the world by yourself, you'll always be my little chick. What? You think I can't? I'm already fully fledged, you know. Don't change your tune when I ace today's scouting trip. You all can keep wasting your time treating the Song of the Stormwind arc like it's real, but not me. Listen, you... Unbelievable. Tulin wants me to let him go find what's causing the blizzard, and he's having trouble hearing no. That's right, he did indeed mention the song. Same song that Link was hearing about from the Rito children singing down below at the entrance. It's an old folk song here in Rito Village. Long, long ago, when we faced a different sort of upheaval, the village was saved thanks to a great flying ship. Or so claims the song that's been passed down through generations. It's a song for children, mind you. Few adults still parrot it as if you're true. Still, every now and then, you get reports among the Rito of a flying ship. Combine that with the blizzard caused by this upheaval, and it seems less far-fetched. I think you're certainly onto something there, Teba. Even if the Song of the Stormwind arc is just a children's rhyme, I suspect that there is something lurking high in the sky. Yeah, you got abnormal thunder and a very strange-looking cloud in the sky formations right above Hebra and the village. I think that's definitely true. Something very bad in the sky. But the air is so turbulent now that no Rito can fly close enough to look into it. This is why I say we need to make careful preparations to find the truth. But Tulin... he thinks we cling to that song out of cowardice. But these are Rito matters. You came for some purpose, yes? Well, it actually has something to do with that. He's here to help you with that phenomena. And also to inform you that, Hyrule Castle is in danger once again. And the princess, if you haven't heard already, is unfortunately gone. Vanished into light particles. What? This is terrible news. So then, not even Hyrule Castle is safe. If Princess Zelda's disappearance and the strange phenomena around the world are related somehow. We Rito would ordinarily love to contribute to your search. But this abnormal blizzard shows no sign of stopping, and food has grown scarce. Everyone I could spare is already out researching the blizzard or scavenging for food. My husband hasn't been able to leave the village much since becoming the village elder. I wish there was something I could do. But maybe I'm not the one you want. You should try asking Hearth. My friend Hearth has many sources of information, so he might already have a lead about Princess Zelda. You see the two bonfires out that way? He's in the lodge near there, if you'd like to try visiting him. Alright, sounds like a plan. Tulin of Rito Village. A severe blizzard has struck Rito Village, leaving it in crisis. Teba had no information for you concerning Princess Zelda, but he suggested you ask Hearth at a Hearthy nearby lodge. Don't know why I read Hearthy, but I guess that kind of works too. This lodge is north of the village at the foot of the Hebra Mountains, and is marked by a pair of bonfires. Alright, let's properly go ahead and get started, and there we go, we got Tulin's little character note, and Teba, off in the character profiles tab. Very, very nice. Alright, he'll be back, Teba. He's off to set out for the bonfires, which also works out in our favor, as well as we'll find our next tower over there, which is going to be very helpful, of course, with continuing on with the story, and I think we probably should be finding some shrines, too, because I believe the bonfire is... Oh, there we go, there's a shrine over there. I did mark one off camera. Actually, no, never mind. That is the one I marked off camera before I started recording. But yeah, like I was gonna say, the flight lodge, flight thing, the arrow practicing place that Teba was at in Breath of the Wild is also nearby. So I think we should be heading off in that direction for some of the bonfire stuff. Oh, got a little ice whiz robe over there, huh? Well, as much as I would love to have fun tangoing with you, little whiz robe over there, Link's got places to be, so he's gonna leave you be. But I'll give you a warning: if you land a hit on him, he's going to immediately turn around and kick your ass. Mark my words. Okay, good. You listened. That's nice. That's really nice. You understood the danger. Good for you. Oh my God, Addison. Addison, he doesn't got the time for this. No, you know what? He's done, bro. He's really got to help out the village. There's a bad blizzard over here, man. I'm sorry, but you're not important when it comes to things like saving the land of Hyrule once again. Here we go. Pulling up to these nice little new cabins by the bonfires. We should be finding Hearth somewhere nearby. Hey there. Are you here because you spotted the bonfires? The blizzard makes it hard to see where you're going. We keep these bonfires going as a beacon for lost travelers. They eat up a lot of firewood, but it's worth it. You can spot them even from up in the air. Though as proud as I am of them, they can't beat the spotlights set up around that fancy Skyview Tower. And the Skyview Towers are very, very sick, especially when you're as cool as Link and can launch yourself up into the sky with them. It won't warm you up like a bonfire will, but it's hard to beat it for size and sheer brightness. The Hylians are pretty incredible to have built something so impressive. Especially when it comes to Pyrrha. She's always the same awesome genius she always is. Hello there. Can you point Link in the right direction to Hearth? We found these strange things at the foot of the Hebra Mountains. They're oddly shaped, aren't they? I've done every test I can think of, but I haven't learned anything. Not even what they're made of or what they're for. All I know is that they're pretty heavy and pretty sharp. It'd probably hurt if you get hit with one, huh? Well, I've got all I'm going to get out of these things. If you want them for some reason, they're all yours. Why, thank you for the generosity. He'll just go ahead and take you up on that offer and just take every single resource you need, especially the contract horns. That's going to be very, very helpful. Hello there. Are you Hearth? I think you're Hearth, if I'm remembering right. You are indeed. Like I was saying outside, I love the new little cabins you got placed outside. Link, you're all right. I worried after I heard that you had gone missing. What happened? That's a whole thing, man. Zelda disappeared and the castle's up in the sky. Ah, so you're looking for Princess Zelda. Sorry to tell you that I haven't heard anything about her. Our feathers are full dealing with a more immediate problem. Everyone from the village has left to scavenge for food or to investigate the cause of this terrible blizzard. And all that has been hampered by the sky monsters that seem to be everywhere. We're spread too thin to deal with them properly on top of everything else. Sorry, bud. Wish I could do more for you. But now that I think of it, maybe Tulin could help. Well, that sounds great, you know, if he can actually catch him in time without him storming off, trying to act like a hero, which I understand wanting to act like a hero. His dad, Teba, was a badass hero that helped Link beat Von Meadow, so I totally get why he'd want to follow in those footsteps. But, you know, maybe it'd be nice to sit down and listen to the grown-ups and realize that they're doing all they can, and that they're not cowards for clinging to a song. You weren't around for it, but little Tulin has developed a way with wings that puts the adults to shame. Even in this vicious weather, he patrols the skies and reports all kinds of useful information. His wind gust technique is something to see. None of the rest of us can pull it off. Even stern Teba acknowledges that Tulin's skill is a cut above. The kid does preen about him more than he should, but, well, it's worth asking him at least. Last I saw him, he was with Gisane and Lysa on a trip to find food. I think they were on their way to Hebra's South Summit Cave. That's to the northeast from here. The cave is past the cliff out front and up the mountain road. There should be a bonfire marking the spot. Find the bonfire at the mouth of the cave, and you'll be on your way to finding Tulin. Alright, thank you very much, and before we leave, I'd actually like to go ahead and check out this little notebook you've got over here. Rito Records. Read the book about the Stormwind Arc. Oh, he sure will. Everything he's been hearing about the Stormwind Arc has been, you know, very intriguing. Super interesting. What do you want to read? Let's hear the legend. Because you already heard the song. One day, the winds that ought to blow in Rito Village ceased, and the heavens grew stagnant, and the earth fell to ruin. The villagers looked skyward for a solution. They saw a figure pierce through the unmoving gray clouds and descend swiftly toward them. Believing no ordinary being could fall from the heavens, the villagers called this figure a god. And the god stood atop a hill day after day, longing to return home to their island in the heavens. The villagers, forgetting their own troubles, tried to carry the god home on their proud wings. Yet, who could say how far it might be, the place this god came from? The Rito took flight in turn, each hoping to reach that place above the clouds. Alas, none had wings strong enough. Seeing this, the god told the leader of the village that return to the heavens was possible if the Rito gathered materials. Their spirits high, the villagers set about doing so. The god nodded upon seeing the tall pile of materials. This, they understood, would be enough. The god poured a strange power into the pile, and several small boats were assembled. Cautiously, the villagers boarded. The small vessels began floating up into the air. With the god leading them, the boats rose higher and higher, soon passing through the thick clouds. The vastness of the heavens took the villagers' breath away. Floating islands dotted a clear blue sky. The villagers rejoiced songfully, and then, with reluctance, returned to earth. One day, winds at the village roared back to life. In shock, the villagers looked to the sky. Floating above them was an enormous ship that the god had sent in gratitude. Numerous oars on both sides began to move like wings, soundlessly churning the skies. Air blew across Hebra once again. The skies cleared and blooming flowers rose from the ground. The god had given them the blessing of wind. This arc that saved the village from catastrophe came to be known as the Stormwind Arc. So ends the story of the Stormwind Arc that saved the village long ago. That's a mighty fine story the Rito have there. Very cool. I've always loved like the legends with the arc, and especially as I'm sure this was probably somewhat of the inspiration they had, the Nintendo and the Zelda team had for the Stormwind Arc. Kind of, here and there kind of reminds me of Noah's Ark and all the legends and stories about that. I'm not. It's been a while since I've had to learn that up and hear about that in school, but I'm pretty sure if I remember right, I think that had something to do with like being very helpful and kind of like a thing that people looked up to, and I think it also had something to do with animals. That's beside the point. We're not here to talk about legends, although the Stormwind Arc one was really cool. And like I was saying in the last episode, with the song may or may not be somewhat kind of important that Link should maybe keep an eye on. What's most important though is we gotta go ahead and climb up the path. We gotta go meet up with Tulin, see if Link and him can talk about stuff to do with the blizzard and stuff about helping Zelda. I think we should be fine to keep heading off in this direction over here. The guy was saying we gotta head on over here and like to the north. Oh god, you know what, actually now that I'm thinking about it, I've already started to forgotten. That's not really good, but you know what? Okay, actually I'm gonna go ahead and hit up this tower. I think that's probably the best if I hit that up first. It's always nice to do this. That way I'm not scrambling around Hebra, forgetting where I have to go. There we go. Just a little more. Should have enough to climb up there with that. Perfect. There we go. That's exactly why I wanted to have an extra stamina wheel before we started this. Hebra has all sorts of mountains, as I'm sure we all remember. We have now arrived at the Rossbro Pass Skyview Tower. For starters, I'm going to burn all these thorns over here. Make my life easier. And I can't imagine that the door in here is unlocked, because I remember there are some towers in this game where we'll be running into some of the front doors that are going to be locked because they want you to take like an alternate path. Or maybe the thorns are the problem for that. Alright, cool. Thorns are the problem. We're good to go. Sorry, Tulin. You're just going to have to wait a little bit longer. Link's got to survey the area, especially because things are a little bit different now with the blizzard going around. So you know the drill, Link. Time for our third time, a sky viewing expedition. Clear for takeoff. And away you go. Oh, I see a shrine off there in the distance. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, it's probably the one I already marked earlier. Go ahead and open up that beautiful map data for me, please. Surface map updated. Sky map updated. Oh yeah, with the sky map you can see super big whirlwind of air. Oh wait, I saw off in the distance. That's got to be another shrine that I don't think I've marked, but that's a little bit too far from Hebron. But I'll remember to come back to that later once we're done with things here with the phenomena. Oh wait, actually, hold up, give me a sec. Before I go ahead and jump down there, I kind of want to see what we got over here. It's probably just something smaller scale, but it's always nice to check out little islands in the sky. You never know what you can find. We got a construct over here. It's not ready for the blizzard beating is about to begin. It's just like how it was in the Goblins. The perfect blending into your environment with the dark skies and the snow falling down and the dark colored clothing that Link is wearing. Oh, that was a construct, two-horn construct guy. Oh, that's super helpful. Our first taste of chill shrooms in Tears of the Kingdom. Yeah, that's going to be super helpful. That is some big damage power for now at this point in the game. That's going to be super big. Very nice. And is there a chest perhaps over here? Kind of hard to believe that all we'd find over here is just the construct guy. I mean, I guess if it is, the construct two-horn is, I guess, kind of good enough as a chest. Not really, but close enough. Okay, let me go check out over here. Oh god, okay, that could have been bad. I do not want to fall off there. There we go. Let's keep on going. There's got to be something up here, right? There's no way. Oh, that's right. There's a shrine up here. I think we got to deal with that stuff later. No, it's just floating platform with the balloon. Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. I think I'm heading into territory that I should not be heading into. I mean, I guess you can, but it's stuff that I'd rather prefer as we continue onwards with the story here with the phenomena. So, you know, let me just go ahead and start making my way towards the shrine, and then we'll go ahead and find out where Tulin is. Oh, I clearly did not think about this. We're running out of stamina really fast. Oh, shit. Oh, God. Okay. Well, I mean, I guess we landed on a good part of the rock that's not going to send Link to his death. It should be good to just run the rest of the way on the journey, right? Should probably be fine. Is that a goblin over there? That certainly is indeed. What you looking at over there, little guy? You see something that catches your eye? Maybe you're looking at the cool cabins with Hearth and the gang down there. It's very, very nice. Got the Skyview Tower. Maybe the blue light is intriguing to you off there, the Skyview Tower. Or maybe it's something that Link has not brought up. Something a little bit more sneaky, something a little bit more unexpected. And that is an arrow taking you to heaven! Oh, he survived. Oh, he survived. Please die. Oh god, no, please get out of here. I don't know how the hell you survived like an 11, 12 power bow as a red bokoblin. You're built different, I guess. We shall soon be arriving to our destination. The one, the only. Drumroll please. Sahiro Shrine. Aid from above, Sahiro Shrine. Okay, so with a name like that, I think maybe if memory serves me right, we might. Well, obviously, it's, you know, the name applies. Aid from above. Maybe some arrow shots from the sky. Oh, actually, I do remember this. Yeah, this one's sick. Gotta dodge a bunch of these lasers around here. Super cool. Like something straight out of Resident Evil 4 in the lab area, with Leon doing all those super unnecessary but badass all the same backflips and kickflips off the wall. Oh, man. Okay. Now, if only Link could do something like that, but, you know, he's still got cool stuff. He's got, like, ascending and all that stuff. Super badass still. Okay, So this is probably, I think, where we need to go. I also think, if I'm remembering right, hitting those lasers activates, like a thingy to fall down, right? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, definitely don't want to be hitting those. But you can reach some massive height there with the boxes. Damn. Well, that kind of worked. I was just going to send it over, but I guess launching it over works too. Okay, so here's where we're actually going to need to use the boxes, because stuff like that. I timed that terribly wrong. Whoa, whoa, hold on now. You're just going to lock him out from accessing the boxes? He's got to do this all on his own, no boxes. I mean, it's probably doable. It's a ground level laser, but yeah, like I was trying to say, before this laser very rudely got linked there, since this floor counts as the parts for the lasers, we're just going to want to go ahead and jump over so that we don't fall like I did last time. But we should be running into some lasers like that, where we're going to want to be crouching, and I think they also might have some ground level ones here as well. Oh, we got some of these. Oh, God, okay, I don't have any box. I don't have the box anymore. Oh, shit. Oh, God, that's coming too close. Oh, God, yeah, yeah, this is going to be a disaster. Oh, wait, I'll move back. Perfect. Oh, come back. We got to ascend to the top of you. Come back. Come back. There we go. And that should do it. So to find Tulin, Hearth was talking about heading off northeast. Oh god, see, I remember this also being a problem like how it was back when I was first playing this game back then. It took me a little while to find Tulin, and it seems like that pain is happening once again northeast. Because, yeah, I remember we got to pass through a cave. It's northeast, so we were just there at the lodge. Northeast would be like somewhere like probably like I don't know. Wait, South Summit. I think that this is it. Now we're getting somewhere. See some more bonfires. This, in fact, might just be the cave we're looking for. Let's go and take a look. Heber South Summit Cave. Yeah, this is it. All right. Tulin should be somewhere further in. Didn't think I'd be seeing anyone else in these mountains anytime soon. What with the blizzard and all. I'm here because it's a good place to find food for my people. Why are you here? He's here to find Tulin. He's got to help out. Looking for Tulin, huh? Fair enough. He's farther in this cave with Gisane. They're scavenging for food. No, I'm not going to show you the way. I need to keep an eye on what we've amassed so far. Be on your guard. There's a creature in that cave that hops around on the walls. It probably won't bother you if you stay away from it. Good luck finding Tulin. Now that sounds like a Horriblin. Don't worry, he's already fought his fair share of those here and there already in Hyrule Field, so he's well prepared. Well, if he's got enough fire fruits to burn all these thorns in the way. Because since when has Hebra had thorns? When were thorns a problem in the Hebra region? You'd think it would be ice, but I guess it really had a big amount of thorns that's coming. Maybe that's also a problem with the regional phenomena, eh, Link? Who knows? Maybe you could be dealing with a real prickly son of a bitch, but I'm here to say, though, that is luckily not the case. There is no thorns we'll be dealing with. But there is ice, like I was kind of saying. Now, I think this is kind of some of the point. Yeah, here we go. Where ice parts are going to be taking us to little, like, pocket areas and caves. And also, I think there's also, like I was saying in the last episode, too, there's some, Jesus, sorry. There's some ice thing that will take you to a shrine as well. Oh, I'm hearing some Horriblins. There you are. Hello there. Now, just like Link was saying to the very kind Rito out there, he's well prepared for you, so don't have him embarrass himself. Thanks very much for cooperating. And for your horn. I'll take that as well. Yeah, I think just from here on out, should be good to go. Let's go ahead and walk around. We should be meeting up with Tulin very soon. But first of all, let me pick up some of this Luminous Stone while we're at it. Oh, God. Oh, thank God I didn't waste any durability. I'd be very, very sad if that did. Especially this was our first batch of Luminous Stones in Tears of the Kingdom. There we go. Traveler Spear. That's the best you can do. Man, I've gotten much better than just simple Bokoblin camps. Okay, this is like an area for Flint and stuff like that. Kind of a little storage area if you want to stock up on some fish there as well. Spicy meat and seafood fry is going to be really helpful in this area after all, too. Okay, no, it's not that destination. Wait, that? No, hold on. There's got to be like another way, right? I think so? Or maybe you do have to walk in through there. Let me take another look. Oh, no, we do. Okay, I just forgot about that. Sorry about that. Okay. Let's burn some more of these things. There we go. It's gonna be an awfully long climb. Let me start chucking some of these to make our life easier. Okay, ready to begin the climb, Link? You are? Alright, let's do it. Perfect climb. Very nice. And now, I think this time, for sure, that poor sticky lizard just killed itself on those thorns. We should be running outside to the outside of the cave very, very soon. Should be starting to see some light over here. There we go. Got another campfire over here. Cool. And you are Gisane. What are we going to do with that boy? It's just like him to fly off on his own and leave all the food we collected behind. Oh. Well, I'll be. What is a Hylian doing all the way up here in such a fierce blizzard? You're here to talk to Tulin, eh? You just missed him, unfortunately. Our task was to scavenge food in this area. We just saw a flock of monsters fly past outside the cave. The same ones that have been sighted around the village lately, in fact. I told the others we should return right away to report them, but Tulin clearly wasn't listening at all. He said, I'm gonna follow them back to their nest, and flew off alone before I could protest. Well, that's no good. He may be a strong warrior like his dad, but he's just still a little guy. He might need some help. If you leave the cave and head north, you can spot a lone cedar tree on Talanto Peak. And that's where we saw the monsters. No doubt Tulin followed them there. Toronto Peak. Got you. Thanks, Gisane. I know he thinks he's unbeatable, but he really shouldn't be taking these chances. Yeah, that's a good point. Sooner or later, he's going to realize that you can't beat everything like you think you are. Tulin was not at the cave when you went out to find him. Gisane told you that he left Hebra South Summit Cave and went toward the lone cedar tree on Talanto Peak, visible to the north. According to Gisane, he saw a group of monsters and gave chase alone. Alright, Link. You know what we gotta do? We gotta play hero once again. We gotta go after Tulin and make sure he's okay. But before Link plays a hero again, let's go ahead and pick up another new elemental fruit item. The ice fruit. For, of course, ice arrows. A fruit that generates cold when struck. Cooked correctly, it gives off an effect that strengthens muscles and increases attack power in cold temperatures. And you get that bonus as well. And what perfect time to test our new items than to smack a Bokoblin right in the face with. There we go, charge up that beautiful ice arrow. And enjoy some freezing cold! Like it isn't cold already. Get over here, Bokoblin, let's go! We're already in the area, Talanto Peak is right up above. I don't mind kicking some more Bokoblin ass like always. Hey, dumbass. Don't think he forgot about you as well. Oh, damn, I forgot we got a boss Bokoblin that just chilled along here. With his red Bokoblin gang just following around him like that. Oh, man, but I believe, like, the spot where we find Tulin is literally, like, right up there. But I can never say no, especially a boss Bokoblin. I mean, I guess they're walking around. I'll let them be for now. We've really got to go help out Tulin. And speaking of Tulin, Tulin! Where are you at? Link's here to help you. He heard that you gave chase to some monsters, and look, I know you're really strong, and you've got that really new power, that really cool new power that Hearth was talking about with that super strong gust of wind that no adult Rito can do. But no matter how cool and strong you think you are, it's never really smart enough to go waltz on alone to fight some monsters. That's why Link's here to help! You know, the resident monster killer here in Hyrule. Everyone knows. He stopped Calamity Ganon, saved the kingdom, you know the drill. There it is, Link. There's our cedar tree, which means we should be finding Tulin right over here. Somewhere, hopefully. Oh, God. Oh, Tulin. Tulin? Hello, Tulin, where'd you go? Oh, You scared Link. There you are. Hey there, Tulin. Stupid monster. What? Link? Where did you come from? Oh, you see, that rotten monster took my good bow. I mean, Link's got a lot of spares. Would you want one of his? Oh, it's one of these bastards. These flying guys. See? That's the bow napper. I've got to get it back. Help me out, Link. Well, of course, he's got you, Tulin.
Oh,
Really? Thanks. Did you know I can blow a strong gust of wind anywhere I feel like? Yeah, he was hearing about it from Hearth. It sounds pretty damn cool. Care to, use it in action to show Link? I'll do it for you, too. That way you can glide over there to where that monster went. Just tell me where to point the gust, and I'll make it for you. Here we go, introducing our first new power. Well, not for Link, but for a friend of Link. Should have been more clear about that. When Tulin's aura is charged, you can create a stream of wind that blows straight forward. This can be used for bursts of speed while paragliding. Now, this power is super, super handy for flying in the air, especially if you want to go to here and there from Sky Islands and all sorts of things in the sky. Very helpful. There we go. Let's go and activate that power. And take him away, Tulin. There we go. Straight to the monster camp. Because, hey, Bow Napper, he's coming to kick your ass, and whoever else wants to tangle with Link and Tulin. Let's go. Bring it, man. Come on. Come on. Yeah, that's what you get. Nice catch.
oh,
There we go. I owe you big time, Link. Without you, my bow might have been lost for good. Uh-oh. Well, it sounds like you guys got a fight in our hand. The Horde is mad! There's more of them! I've always loved this, kind of reminiscent of the Moblins and stuff dropping in Wind Waker. Alright, they're not gonna make a fool out of me twice. Let's go get them together! Don't gotta ask him twice. Let's go, Tulin. Let's kick some ass. Let's do it. Because Tulin, now that he's got his bow back, I believe should also be shooting some arrows off in the distance. Some very nice cover fire in the distance is always nice to have. And speaking of arrows, take one to the face, Bokoblin. And a jump shot while you're at it too, Link. Oh, damn. Domination. We did it! You guys work well as a team. Hey, look. I think this might have been a hideout for those monsters. That makes sense with the Skullfire. Was that the wind? I don't know. Link's as clueless as you are. This mysterious sound and lights and stuff, it's gotta mean something important. It couldn't have been. There's no way. Must have been something else. Hey, Tulin! Link! Huh? Hello there. They're all okay. They kicked some ass too while they're at it. Hey there, Hearth. Oh my god, I already forgot the voice I gave you, even though it was literally not too long ago. I'll come up with something. That was some impressive teamwork, you two. Ah, you saw that, Hearth? Talk about embarrassing. What? There's nothing wrong with teaming up with Link. Well, you guys are pretty cool. I didn't listen when Gasane tried to stop me. I thought I could handle it. But I just ended up losing my favorite bow to those stupid things. I thought I was fully fledged, but there's probably no way I could have gotten it back on my own. I bet now you see why we were treating you like a small chick. Third time I swooped up on that too. The voice. Yeah, you were right. It really is important to work as a flock. I think I finally get what Dad has been trying to tell me all this time. Is that all there is to the story? It seems unlike you to let your bow be taken, Tulin. Oh yeah, Funny story about that. There was the whole thing with Princess Zelda. I spotted her getting attacked by a monster. It was such a surprise that I dropped my guard and it stole my bow. Saw Zelda getting attacked by a monster, huh? That's very unlike her. Something super odd there. But I guess she was fine, and she zoomed up above that cloud.
Huh?
What? Princess Zelda flew above the cloud? How can that be? Seems like a stretch. We're not going to get to the bottom of it sitting around here.
Huh?
Tulin, Link came out here looking for Princess Zelda. You should go with him and investigate the cloud you say the princess soared into. Huh? But I thought I wasn't allowed. Well, don't you worry. If the Rito won't allow you, your old pal Link will be the cool uncle and give you the permission you need to go journey with him up into the sky. I got a report before coming here. We think it's likely that the blizzard is coming from inside that cloud after all. Seems like the legends of the Stormwind Arc just may be true. I want to see for myself as soon as I can. But the strong winds make any approach from the sides impossible. The only way in is through the top, but there's not a Rito alive capable of crossing this stormy sky and making it all the way there. Well, except for one. I'm talking about you, Tulin. Only you have the skill and training to create gusts at will. Tulin will be the finest Rito warrior of all once he understands the value of working with his allies. You know who said that to me? Your old dad, Teba. Dad said that? Yep, and I'll make sure he knows what you accomplished here today. Now it's time you go with Link to find Princess Zelda and whatever's causing this blizzard. No problem. The two of us together have got this. Oh, you know it. I saw Princess Zelda up on the Sky Islands near Heber Peak. Let's check there first. Sounds like a plan, Tulin. Link! Tulin! We're counting on you. Don't you worry. They won't let you down, Hearth. Things have certainly gotten interesting with the Heber quest here. Tulin's recent ordeal has taught him a valuable lesson about working together. Even Hearth can see that the young Rito has matured. Go with Tulin to the Sky Islands above Heber Peak, where he claims he saw Princess Zelda. And now we've got to the point where Tulin and Link are ready to head off to the clouds. I think that's a good point to go ahead and wrap up the video. So thank you guys so much for watching this episode of The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. And I'll see you in the next one, where it's time for Link and Tulin to lock in and make their way towards the Heber Peak to get to the real big parts of the journey, as they're going to be heading off into the belly of the beast right there into that storm cloud to see if they can find a way to stop the problem with the blizzard. Got some very cool stuff on the horizon, especially now that Tulin is a fighting, and I mean literally, a fighting ally of Link. Super cool stuff awaits us. So once again, thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe if you enjoy my videos, and I'll see you in the next one. Go and hit him on another gust of wind. Peace.